Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Mr. Extra from Team Extra. So I haven't done Mimighoul content in a while, but I've been working on a list. For anyone who knows me, I love the deck. The deck's great. Anyways, I have a Mimighoul Azamina deck profile I'm going to do for you guys today. I took it to the locals, it did pretty good. My only losses were, I took 2 losses though. Mostly due to one, I just couldn't, I couldn't keep up with the other deck, which was D-Link, and I lost I-Roll, which is pretty important, and then 2 was bricking up on some sauce. I will get to that in a minute, and I will tell you, like, the revamp changes and everything post whatever. Alright, so let's get into the meat. So, we'll go ahead and just go through the Azamina package real quick, or for the main deck anyhow. We have the 2 Black Witch, right? 2 Black Witch just to kind of get everything going. The 3 Wanted. You do need the 3. 2 Deception, 1 Hollow. Ratios for this were perfect. Like, my main deck played perfectly. Like, perfectly. For this locals anyways. So, we'll go through that. Alright, let's go to main deck. Mimighoul names. We have 2 Archfiend for Archfiend plays, obviously. If you play the deck, you know. 1 Master because 1's more than enough. If you run more than 1, it's too fucking much. So, I have a 3rd Dragon here, don't worry. 3 Dragon because Dragon's crazy. Best normal summon in the deck. 2 Fairy because I like having 1 in deck and opening 1 in hand. It's really strong. Slime, only at 1. You don't need more than 1. I mean, the initial play for this deck to do everything at once is get to Maker effect, do Archfiend Slime, and if the minigame or the shuffle and stuff works out for you, they're going to get the Slime, you get the Archfiend, you do full combo from there. You're playing the 1 armor for extension. And then we were playing Cerberus for deck checking people. Because, so I was against Cerberus before, because it felt like a low impact card. But I play Ripplebird, and if anyone who plays Mimighoul isn't playing Ripplebird, you should. Came out of a previous set. Ripplebird is not once per turn. It'll let you change battle positions of monsters on the field, or 1 at a time. It has a scaling for attack, but that's irrelevant to what you're using it for. So what I like to do is like give them the Cerberus, and then I'll Ripplebird and flip it over. Cerberus will activate and I'll banish the top 3, and then you get a monster out of the banished. They get to choose, but it'll usually you'll usually know what they're playing at that point, unless you just hit 3 spells and traps, and in that case they're probably not getting them back anyways. Alright, other Mimighoul cards. We have the 3 Dungeon, because Dungeon's crazy. 1 QCR. I'm looking for 2 more, guys. You know, hint hint, wink wink. 3 Maker, because Maker is the entire deck for this. And 2 Room. Room's good. I tried it at 3, too much. I mean, at 3, it'd probably be a little bit better in this variant, because Diabellstar pitch Room right out the gate to get Room in Graveyard, so you can dodge the Imperm, the Veiler, whatever, with that normal summon dragon you got in your hand, assuming you don't got other names to give them, even then. Like, you can narrow it down, because you could just go like, okay, so Diabellstar pitch Room, sure. You get your Diabellstar effect, whatever. Normal dragon, or if you got a name, give them a name. And then normal dragon, so they can't use Imperm because they have a body. And then when they go to Veiler, you just dodge with the Room that you just dumped in Graveyard with Black Witch, which makes Black Witch synergy plus the draw power for Azamina for this makes it very, very strong. Alright guys, I'll give you odds and ends, side deck, extra deck, all the good stuff. Hand trap lineup, 2 Veiler, could be 3, but I don't like opening multiple Veilers, unlike most people. 3 Ash Blossom, because Ash is just gonna inherently be like the best generic, one of the best staples if you're not playing Purge. The build I'm playing, because I'm playing Azamina, I can't really play Purge, like, without setting it, anyways. 3 Imperm, because it's good enough, so my hand trap lineup's 8. Just enough to see at least 1, which is really all you need. Azamina statue for Silhouette Rabbit reasons, and we main deck the Tikaboo because why not? It's not really a brick. Most decks in the format struggle with it, so, like, why not, right? We got a little bit more. The main deck was 42, by the way, guys. So, we're main decking 2 Thrust. If you have 3, play 3. I don't have 3, so I play 2, and then talents. And then 1 for 1. Goodbye. Nice and easy, right? So I'll show you extra, and then I'll show you side. The side deck, y'all are gonna laugh. I'll tell you why. I'm sure there's a lot of questions. We have our Azamina bodies that we play, just to set up to negate those two, which is fine. And then let's go for our links first. We do play the access code because we need it. Silhouette because statue. Little Knight because Little Knight. IP because Little Knight. And Anima because suck. And then Little Knight. Alright, let's get into the meat though. 2 giants. Need a second QCR giants. Wink wink. Throne. 1 throne's fine. More than 1 is bad. Ripplebird. It's not in a sleeve, I know. It's just locals, so my extra deck was kind of all over the place, and it wasn't all the same color yet. If those are regional, they don't be the same. This card is nuts. Like, if Maker... So, you do Maker, right? They end up getting Archery, you get the slime, right? And then you have another name special from hand. You just give them the slime after the Maker, and then make Ripplebird, and then flip it over, and guess what? Your Maker's still resolved, technically. Like, you still got the benefit. Assembled Nightingale. Downerd, Zeus, Typhon. Pretty standard for this. This is still a pure list, even though it's, playing these two. I would just consider, like, sub-engine, you guys get it. You guys get it. I'm still playing it primarily pure. The Wanted and the Diabella Stars and all that stuff. That's not really bricky for this deck. Doesn't seem like it anyways. Alright, let's go for the sauce. Alright, so, first off, I was playing Triple Featherstorm. 1, I got thrust into it. 2, Ripplebird is a Winged Beast Wind. And so is Assembled Nightingale. I lost my round 5 in my game 3 because I bricked on this. I was trying to Featherstorm a Blue Eyes player and I didn't see engine. That was my fault. So, if you're going to play this, which I still recommend doing it if you're playing Thrust and Ripplebird, which, I mean, if you're not, you're crazy, cut it to 1. But, yeah, I would cut that to 1. Just saying. Alright, we are still doing the Summoning Curses. I didn't actually get to see this card at locals, but I didn't really need it. Right? We're doing 2 Lancia and a Sanctum because of Thrust. We are doing Droll. 3 Droll. D-Bear, another Thrust target. And then the all-important funny Swords Revealing Light. Alright, I'm going to tell you the easiest way to bait out interaction from your opponent with this card. So I don't play any of these in the main, obviously. This or Summoning Curses. Summoning Curses is if you know you're going to go first, game 2 or 3, and you just want to hand loop your opponent's hand. Because if you can get 2 of them down, which I could usually get 1 down, and then just give them 5 bodies real quick, the hand's gone, and then room for the 6th one, or let them hand trap you twice, so they have 3, rip the other 3 out of their hand with curses, and then set room and dungeon. Well, set room and put them on their dungeon, and then just rip the card out of their hand, plus they can't normal summon if they figure out how to get to that. You'll usually win the game. So, the interaction with swords is funny, right? So what I'll do is, I'll go second, my opponent will have the Rizio board, whatever, right? A lot of cards make it kind of hard to negate cards that are on your own field. Remember that. So I'll give them a dragon. A set dragon, for anyone who's new to Mimighoul, when dragon's flipped over, it'll blow up all the face-up monsters on the field that it is on, except Mimighouls, and then it'll come back to the controller of it, or like the owner. So I'll give them dragon, I'll slap swords down, tell them to flip the dragon over. Now, here's what happens. Are they going to negate the swords, which sounds really dumb, to waste a negate on swords for me to put out another one? Or are they going to lose their field to dragon because negating your own technical monster is a lot harder to do than negating your opponent's? Hope you all liked the list though. The list was good. The list was great. My siding patterns are a little weird still. Featherstorm is definitely coming down the 1. Everything else was great. The swords, I got to do the swords play where I swords and flipped over a dragon, cleared their board and killed him. Like, that's been great. I've also used swords to draw out a match where I didn't have enough gas to kill them, and then they kind of clapped me back a little bit. Slow the game state down enough, and then if I just keep dungeon on field, or they just leave it alone, I just add back dragon, and we just go again and rebuild. Yeah, deck was good. Hope you all like the deck profile. I do have match videos from locals. I'll be rolling those out. If you like the profile, please go take a look at the videos. You guys will probably enjoy it. Thanks for watching.